Hi, how are you doing today?
Good.
Alright, today I'm going to be showing you how to measure crutches on somebody, but right now I'm just going to show you how to measure them like on myself. And also I'm going to be going through the different gait patterns for when you have to teach patients how to use the crutches.
Okay.
Alright, so first, in order to measure them, what you're going to do is you're going to take them about 6 inches away from your feet. So that's about 6, and at a 45-degree angle. Alright? And then what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that there's about 2 to 3 fingers minimum underneath your armpit to the crutch.
Okay.
These ones are a little bit short for me. They would
Okay.
need to be a little bit higher, but they were the only ones available, so we're going to work with it. Then the last thing you're going to do after you check that is you're going to check the wrist.
Okay.
So the handle wants to be about right on your wrist.
Okay.
So as you can see, it's pretty close, so we'll just keep it right here.
Okay.
If anything was off by, kind of a lot, what you can do is move this up and down. There's also the height on here, so if you ask your patient how tall they were, you could kind of move it so you wouldn't have to keep guessing.
Okay.
And then also the handles, you can easily move these by pulling out the red and just scooting them down
Okay.
on the little bumps right there. If the patient's actually lying in bed, what you can do is put it up to the patient, kind of 2-3 inches underneath their armpit, and kind of just get an estimate of how tall they are going to be, how you should get the crutches. And if it is wrong when they stand up, you can always adjust it once they lie back down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the different gait points. The first one is 2-point. So what we're going to do is it's crutch and opposite foot at the same time.
Okay.
So crutch foot, crutch foot, crutch foot, crutch foot, crutch foot. Alright,
Okay.
so those are at the same time. It's a little bit quicker than the 4-point. The 4-point's pretty similar to this, just a little bit slower.
Okay.
The difference is you're going to be going crutch down, then foot, crutch down, then foot.
Okay.
So it's just at different times. Crutch, foot, crutch, foot. So it just gives the patient a little more stabilization, and you would also probably start at that one before the 2-point.
Okay.
The next one is 3-point. This is the one you usually see people doing, like they have the crutches out, 1 foot up for non-weight bearing, and they're going to go crutch and kind of a hop to the top of the crutch. Crutch, top to the top. And then once they get good at this one, you can also put your crutches out a little bit farther and kind of hop through the crutch.
Okay.
So crutch and then hop through.
Okay.
So you usually see that one for non-weight bearing. It can also be a partial weight bearing or toe touch weight bearing. So it would be like crutch and then foot. So I'm going to show you are called swing 2 and swing through.
Okay.
So swing 2 is you're going to put both feet together, and then your crutches are going to go forward, and you're going to kind of hop with both your feet to the end of the crutch.
Okay.
So it's crutch and then hop to the end of it, crutch, hop to the end.
Okay.
And then to make it a little bit more quicker, with a little more practice, you can do the swing through, which you would do the crutches, and then you're going to go past the end of the crutch. So you're going to go through the crutches,
Okay.
through the crutches, and kind of like that.
Okay.
So the things that we would probably want to remember when doing this with a patient is always 6 inches out, 45-degree angle. Make sure you have the 2 to 3 inches between their armpit and the crutch, and then also make sure the handle is at their wrist level.
Okay.
And lastly, you always see kind of like everybody just leaning on their crutches like this, and they think the crutch needs to be all the way up in the armpit. Well, kind of like discourage that and let them know that that could actually cause damage to the nerves up there, so we want it 2 to 3 inches below that for the best results.
Okay.
All right, any questions?
No.
All right.